Good day, guys. Today is the 243 day. We're going to be going over all the info that we know about the ammo change options for both 243 rifles here. And just like all the other ammo change stuff, there's some good info. And don't worry, I will be getting to the larger calibers soon. We'll be coming back around again. I've been practicing with all these smaller ones recently. So like normal, I've been testing all these rounds out, and I've been using the info provided by Toothless, who did the cavity damage and some damage numbers, and then Liquid Fire, who did all the energy spreadsheets. Those links are in the description, of course. And did I go by the 243? Where are you, 243? It's hiding on me. This is just the encyclopedia entry. So we got the 3 ammo types, just like everything else. We have the polymer tip, and we have the saw point here, the fusion rifle, and the core right here. So the polymer tip is going to be your free ammo. And we'll talk about cavity damage here first, just because it's easy to get it, get out of the way. This one kind of works like a lot of the other ones. Now, they all don't follow the same pattern, but this one's sort of what you expect. The polymer tip spreads the cavity damage out more lengthwise, so it doesn't peak. It kind of stretches it out more evenly, while the soft point here and the hollow point both peak earlier on. So these two are pretty much kind of like a similar cavity profile where it peaks earlier on, and the polymer tip more evenly stretches it out. Now, up on the screen now is going to be the energy levels from Liquid Fire's spreadsheet here. And it's important to note that each rifle... Oh no, I got the wrong ones. Hold on, hold the horses. That's the 30-06. That's way too powerful. Alright, there we go. There's the right one. We got the Remington 783 and then the Steyr Pro Hunter. And this is important because the Remington gets a slight damage bonus. It's not large, but it's got a few joules here or there extra. While the Steyr Pro Hunter, of course, has the slight accuracy advantage. So that's kind of cool that at least the Remington gets a little bit of boost to the energy. But you'd be using the cartridges the same regardless of which one you use. So basically how this works is your polymer tip is going to be used anywhere from 100 meters to 300 meters. And then the soft point actually carries the energy better, like retains its energy better, even though it starts off much weaker. So that's kind of interesting. While the polymer tips in real life are supposed to really kind of retain their energy better. So anyways, this game kind of does its own thing sometimes. This is slightly heavier. It's only like 5 grains heavier, or 5 grains heavier on the polymer tip. But anyways, it is what it is. The polymer tip loses energy quicker than the soft point. The soft point really holds on to it and flies like in a more flat trajectory, because if we pop off that screen for a second and go down here, you can sort of see that this one lands about, what, 120 on the little thing? This one should be dropping more. Oh, it's barely any difference, but it is slightly down a little bit more. And then if you go here, this one drops even, like this is the lightest round. But anyways, the graph typically is fairly accurate. But that's what's important to note there. So out to 300 meters, your strongest round is the polymer tip. And if you're going to be doing long distance 243 shots, 400 meters and beyond, you want to switch to the fusion rifle saw point. Now, the trouble is here, it sort of really limits the use of this the soft point here, because who's going to be doing 400 meter shots with the 243? You can if you want. You can if you want. It can still take things down. It's still landing over 1,000 joules at half a kilometer. So you can take the small animals down like foxes and stuff like that. So then you would switch to this. I just think the soft point's not going to be used very much. I mean, you can use it to lower how much energy, up close range. But if you're going to do that, that's where the core hollow point comes in here, because that's your weakest cartridge, and it drops really fast at 300 meters, it's, you know, it's really lost a lot of energy. But this is how you tier down. You're going to be using this for tier 4s for the most part, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for that one. You're going to be using the polymer tip for tier 5s, and then if you know, if you're worried about hunt rating or hitting the animal too hard, or you're going after something smaller, you can switch to the hollow point here and drop the energy a lot faster, and then pretty much go down into the lower tiers. Yeah, you'll be like roe deer and stuff with this one. So it's kind of cool that you can do that with the 243 here. Let's just get rid of that. It's just gonna be tricky finding the soft point part, right? Because if we just go over to like the animals here, where's the real roe deer? Yeah, well, even for roe deer, you don't really need to drop it down to the hollow point. Let me just get that on the screen there because it's 2,400. Yeah, you don't even need. Yeah, okay. So the hollow point, I don't know what are you going to use that for. What's the red foxes? 1,800. There you go. There you go. 200-meter red fox cartridge. So it's going to be a little tricky. You need at least 1,000 here. But yeah, it's up to 3,000 for a link. So yeah, you wouldn't switch down for this either. So on the new map, yeah, I'm not too sure. It would just be the foxes, I guess. Arctic fox, 1,700. Yeah, so you would, so basically it's tier 5, and then you switch down to tier 3 for a longer shot. Yeah, so that's a little tricky. That's a little tricky. So that is how they currently have it set up. So the polymer tip here, the cavity damage is spread out more evenly throughout the shot, which is important for the smaller calibers. When you get into larger calibers, it can be beneficial to peak the damage earlier. But for the smaller calibers, typically you want the cavity damage to be stretched out. So the polymer tip wins there, and within normal shooting ranges of the 243 up to like 300 meters, you're going to be using this. So basically the free round, you'll be using a lot. Good way to save money because you'll be using this one a bunch. If you wanted to do the longer shots on tier 4s, maybe tier 5s, probably just lighter tier 5s, then you would switch out to this out to 400 meters. I never really do it, but there you go. I don't have another place why you'd use this, because if you wanted to lower your power underneath 300 meters, this would lower your power, but you might as well switch it out to the hollow point. Because if you're trying to lower your power, you're going to be going for like a fox or something like that. So yeah, here's your fox bullet. Here's your deer bullet. Here's your long range, see if it takes the animal down bullet. And just like that, in 8 minutes, we've covered the 243 ammo. I'm getting efficient at this. Out of all the ammos I've done so far. I'm kind of pre-recorded a bunch of them too, so... hopefully nothing's changed since then. So let's go hunt something real quick. We got the polymer tip loaded. That's pretty much what we're going to need unless we bump into a fox. And then I'll try my trusty rear upper lung shot with a 243, depending on what we encounter here. Alright, we got reindeer bogeys, 270 meters, bearing 285, setting a course. Our sonar picked it up. Uh-oh, that was messy. There was mouflon that were hiding. I didn't know they were there. And they spooked towards the reindeer. Oh, I got bubbles all over the place now. Oh, yeah, there goes the reindeer. Darn you, mouflon. Oh, well, let's just kind of watch where they're going, and I'll go after them. Yeah, those mouflon are super quiet. They're running that way. I only got some mouflon bubbles. Oh well, let's go that direction. Well, this is kind of a little tricky hunting in here. It's kind of, all the trees are really low. Not much visibility in some of these parts. I just spooked the deer again, the reindeer. So we're gonna go for some higher ground. Gotta figure out where they went. Ah, I caught up with those mouflons that spooked, I think. What do we have out here? Adult. 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 Man. I suppose we can get closer. Scan the horns. See what they're looking like here. How far? Okay, they're close enough to see the horns. Unless there's an old. Wow, we might as well take a look at the males here. Fly on over. How you guys looking? You got a lopsided one anywhere? He's lopsided. The lead. The second guy is as well. And they all are. Alright. You're all not satisfactory to me. Palmer tip, but they're kind of traveling somewhere. They've got a place in their minds here. We're gonna have to do a rear quartering weight shot. This could be challenging. Oh, here we go. 100 meters. The energy's good. We're gonna try that upper back lung shot. I don't know. Maybe that's too high for the mouflon. I'm not too sure. We'll see if it works. All right. Yep. Got a kill there. Hit the spot, I guess. And lots of blood. We'll see if it goes too far, because the theory is they're supposed to run less with that shot. But it depends how well I placed it. Oh, there he is up there. Okay, he didn't go too far. But I want to be able to drop them instantly or so, but the 243 just might not have it in it. Depending. Let's take a look anyways, see where the shot actually landed. Oh no, that's the spot. Missed the artery though. Not enough cavity damage. Alright, that works. They just have a small, like a thin lung. But that's the spot. Mainly, yeah, that's actually a perfect spot. Except for the artery. But the artery's secondary. It's the cavity damage that isn't getting through. That's the weak spot. Man, mouflon are tougher than I thought. Like, there's quite a lot of flesh to get through. It actually missed the bone too. Yeah, it's in there. Huh. Yeah, the mouflon are pretty tough. The flesh starts way back here. Interesting. Alright, because the blue bar isn't that long. The whole goal is to make the blue bar as long as you can in there. And the reason for that, of course, is the lung curves inwards. So it kind of goes with the bullet. And then at the top here, there's not much space to transfer into the next lung. But we almost knocked out the left lung. But the goal is to not lose the energy between the two lungs, but also to put as much in the first lung as possible. Just, man, the cavity damage was already kaput by the time I got there, though. 243, just a bit on the weaker side there, because that's only a 100-meter shot. It was the Palmer tip. Yeah, that's the 243 caliber for the job, or the type for the job. The other ones would have spent even more cavity damage early. All right. Well, that worked anyways. 69. 5-star hunting rating. Time to screenshot this guy. Okay, we'll sell him off there. See you, buddy. That's a nice fitness score there. All right, so that's it for the 243. How'd we do? Under 15 minutes. Hunted. Got a hunt in. Got the 243 explained. We are doing well then. So, yeah, I think that's it for now then. So, like always, or sometimes I forget, thanks for the super chatter support. And thanks to the members. If I have additional support and you're not on this these screenshotty wallpapery things, images, it just means this is just too far pre-recorded and I'll get to you. So that's there too. Also check out, remember the links in the description for the helpful guides, the toolkit, Toothless's stuff, the guide manual and liquid fire spreadsheet, and of course there's the shop there. A nice little melanistic kind of moose sort of mug. I mean, who wouldn't want that? And you would need the deer coasters to go along with it, of course. Gotta have a place to put your mug down there. But that's it for now. And I think we'll turn it off. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Happy hunting. See you in the next one.